Hey everybody, as y'all can see, somebody is very upset right now. Primarily because of it's like if people don't understand the term boy, what that means, it's not literally like, a little boy. No. It means like a boy that acts like a boy. A man that acts like a man. It's a terminology. There's different types of people. You got masculine, you got feminine, you got you know, and everything in between. You got extreme masculine, then you got extreme feminine, and then you got you know all these other categories in between. It's just a slang. It's a terminology. It's a slang. It means nothing literally how she's trying to spin it. It just basically means a masculine guy. Basically, I don't. When I get on here, I don't feel like I have to be politically correct in each and everything that I say. Um, but of course, she's on here spinning her narratives. I mean, at the end of the day, crackheads need to be heard too. You know, a crack hole have an opinion too. You know, a crack hole get to breathe air just like I do. You have to let them do whatever it is that they do. You know, um, so I don't discriminate. I mean, um, a crack hole get to live in this world like anybody else do. A crack hole get to waste away their life like anybody else do. A crack hole get to spend all their money lacing up, blunts and smoking pipes and what all that life is. I have no knowledge of it, you know. But at the end of the day, I think God loves us all, regardless. You know, crack hole or not, you know, this lifestyle or not, that lifestyle or not. So at the end of the day, you have to let a crack hole do what a crack hole do. You just have to let them do it, you know. Like I said, I'm not a crack nothing. I'm not a rock head, a rock crack, rock star. What they call them, there's all different names for them. Geek hole, geeked out, geeked, um, lacing up this, lacing up that. All these other different things. There's all these different terminologies. You have to let them do what they do. You know, most people wouldn't allow anybody to be doing all of that carrying on in their house. But when you don't have your own house, that's normally why they have crack houses. For these crack fiends and dope fiends and rock fiends and lace holes, lace rock crack holes and all this other different words and terminologies. It all means the same thing. Somebody that, ain't did nothing with their life and everything that they do is about satisfying that need, that hunger, that fiend, for a rock. You know, I never understood it. I've never understood it. I've had family members that are on it. I still never understood it. I never wanted to understand it. But from what I do understand, from what my from what my uncle told me, you know, a rock hole, a crack hole will have sex with a snake if there's a rock at the end of it. He told me that long time ago. He told me if I have never used it, don't ever use it, and I never have. So, but like I said, I don't know what her issue is. I don't know what she's over there smoking. Um, I see behavior that's similar to a rock hole. Is that what they call them? A rock hole? H-O, rock hole, geek hole. I don't know the correct terminology, but it basically means somebody that, is just literally out of their mind. You know, she's seen that, there's a playlist and the number of videos is she's insane. She's called for backup. You know, they've been investigating me. They have this big investigation going on YouTube about me. How about let's investigate what you really over there smoking? Let's investigate why you can't keep no roof over your head, why you're not paying your rent. What you doing with your money? I mean, these are crack hole signs to me. These are geek hole behavior, geek hole activities. You can't keep a roof over your head. All of this and that the other. Now, most of them have cars because they have to be able to get to these, rocks. And I don't know. Like I said, y'all, I'm not about that life, that crack hole, rock hole, geek hole life. I'm just not. You know. But I live and let live. They deserve to walk this earth like anybody else do. Long as y'all don't try to break in my house and steal nothing from me, or try to break in my car or steal my car, or hustle me out of nothing, or expect me to give you nothing or do nothing for you. Y'all deserve to walk the earth and breathe the air and what all it is that y'all do, to get these rocks, these geek rocks, crack rocks, lace geek joints, blunts, however it work, crack pipe holes, or how, I don't know the right word for it. It means the same thing, you know. Same thing with the boy man thing. It just, if you're not about that life, you may not know what that means. It just means a masculine guy, not a feminine guy, But anyway, we're gonna listen to her, do what all she has to say and all this different stuff. I'm gonna sit here and light something up, and it will not be a crack pipe, y'all. I promise you. I don't smoke crack. If so, I'm gonna have to tell you the truth. I wouldn't have acquired nothing. I wouldn't have done nothing with my life. If I sat around smoking crack, I would be, living with somebody else probably. Not have my own business. I would probably be on YouTube trying to run scams for cash apps and super chats, and can't even smoke off camera. I would have to just be doing all this different stuff on camera. Choking and coughing and smoking pipes and lacing up blunts and whatever, all this different stuff that, crack fiend out rock holes do. I don't know. Like I say, I'm not about that life. I'm just not. I'm not about it. But they deserve to open up their mouth and speak. They deserve to breathe and walk and exist. I'm sure God loved them just like He loved anybody else. He probably want them to change their life, but it ain't up to me. They can do whatever they want to do. If they want to live that kind of life, I'd let them. Just don't expect nothing from me. That's just how I roll. But I've seen what it does to people. I've seen how it destroys families, how it destroy, and to me it's particularly hard on women. Because you have to remember now, there's only so much they can do on a camera in front of YouTube. You have to take into consideration what's happening off camera. Let's just say if a fiend out rock crack hole is on camera, they can't do what all their life is about on camera. You're not gonna get the real deal about what the life they living on camera. You'll have to see them, but you can put two and two together. You can connect the dots. If they don't have a job, they don't have have acquired anything, they haven't done nothing with their life. They, let's just be generous and just say 40 years. If after 40 years they have not acquired no kind of career, no kind of asset, no kind of nothing, you know what you're dealing with. Y'all, I'm gonna have to see if I can stop this. You know what you, okay, it stopped. You know what you did. It's like the signs are there, basically. The warning signs, you know. But no, I'm not into little boys the way she's trying to make it sound. It's a terminology. It's a thing that if you're not about that life, you're not gonna know what it really means. But it's simply a terminology. Uh, but I think we all know what a geeked out, crack rock fiend out, you know, pipe hole is. Not saying that this is one. I mean, I'm just using that as an example. You know, I don't know what this is, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's go ahead and let her speak. Um, and she's really in a rage right now. I'm gonna let y'all see her first. She's been on the phone doing something. See, she's mad about that. She's upset about that. She's been on the phone. I don't know if she's been on the phone with, trying to, get, you know, trying to get re-upped. See, a lot of times they have to hold back that rage, when they, like, a lot of times when you, sometimes if you fiending for something, you don't want nobody to know it. So anyway, just watch her. Cause like I said, she's been on the phone and all these different things. I know this may be silent, but I just want y'all to observe. Now, from what I see, this I don't know. I've never seen, a fat, fiend out rockhead before. I'm sure they exist. There's exceptions to everything. You know. But one thing that I do believe is, they will steal from their mother if it meant a rock. They will steal from their mother. Ooh, look at her finger and fingernails and all that different stuff. But I guess I guess when those rocks fall, them little tiny rocks fall in all these different nooks and crannies and stuff, you have to scrape you spend all your time. Cause from what I understand, it's like they'll walk around. It's like they're looking for something that they think they have dropped. Like when it's all gone, they I don't know. Maybe they be trying to squeeze their fingers into cracks and nooks and all this different stuff, trying to, you know, get with all this different grit, because a lot of times they think a piece of grit is, a rock. Some people, it's like they think, like when it's all gone, they can't believe it's all gone. See, the problem is the high that they get on that first hit, they never get it again. But they spend the rest of their life chasing that high that they never gonna get again. You know. And so, that's why a lot of them, they don't they don't like provide for themselves. I don't know, maybe if they cam models and they doing all different kind of things and showing all different kind of stuff on their body, for tips, and if they turn in tricks or whatever. I don't know what all is involved. I don't know if they're on a stroll, or what. There's so much other stuff going on with um, ways to make money online now that, a lot of them don't have to get out there and get on the stroll, you know. But let's just listen to her for a moment. I'm gonna let her play for probably about 5 minutes. Let y'all hear her. She's in a state of fiend, you know, a fiend state. Is what I pick up on. And whatever it is that she laces, whatever it is that she's lacing and putting inside them blunts and all that different carrying on, what she's doing, you have to let them do all of that. They gonna do it anyway. Listen to her. She's upset. She's very upset.
You should explain this because it was disturbing to me for a motherfucker to sit on here and tell people that I have kidnapped kids, okay?
Well, that came out of your own mouth. And prior to that, it came out of somebody else's mouth. I gave my opinion on it. You didn't like what my opinion was, but, that came out of your own mouth. On your own video, on your own channel, on more than one occasion. So, you know. But here she goes telling her lies on me. You have to let these fiends and stuff lie. You can't stop it. And if y'all want to leave because of what she's saying, I understand, Fiends, they fiend. It's what they do. A crack hole gonna be a crack hole. A rock star gonna be a rock star. You have to let them rock and shake, rattle and roll all them different rocks and lace them and fiend them and twist them and turn them and grind them and blaze them and what all they do. You have to just let them continue to be the underbelly to society. It can't be stopped.
Cause I'm gonna let you guys hear this motherfucker. Huh. Honestly, you should explain this because it was disturbing to me for a motherfucker to sit on here and tell people that I have kidnapped kids, okay? I have done some shit to children. What we is going to hear you speak of, okay? I'm a grown-ass woman, first and foremost, okay? So before we get into what I'ma say, you see what a headline say. He likes boys, okay? Not men, okay? Men have hair on their chest and on their motherfucking face.
Now, do that look like, I mean, I'm just going to add, I'm going to leave a question mark. Does that look like, and then there's a question mark right there. I'm going to let y'all answer that for me. You can take a good long look. That's one of them. I believe what I see, the image I see in my mind, what my mind's eye sees is an enraged fiend out like rock hole. That's what they call them. If you a female, they call you a rock hole, a crack hole, a fiend out hole, a lace hole, or whatever, a crack pipe hole, whatever, however it work. It's some kind of way what it all goes back. There's a special label for the females. The men don't have that problem, but it's the women that catch it the hardest. Probably because of the things that they do, But I guess men do things too, If it's a rock at the end of it, there's things that they'll do that they probably would not normally do. This is not normal for someone to be so consumed with this than, trying to like get a roof, get their own little, Like, don't they have like crack houses that they can just like live in? It ain't no furniture or no electricity or nothing like that, but it's just something to get them out the rain or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I saw New Jack City. I know that. So I don't know. But anyway, here she goes.
Okay, I doesn't deal with boys like you does. See, what I'm starting to find out about this YouTube shit, when a person called their self exposing you, they expose shit about themselves that they doesn't even realize that they is exposing.
You mean like when they get on here and lace up these different blunts and then, be putting all kind of stuff in these pipes, and then one video it's like, ooh, excuse me, let me go off a camera, and then hit it, and then on the next one, they hit it on the camera. Ain't that the same pipe? What difference does it make? So why would you have to go off camera to hit it on one hit, and then on a different hit, then you hit it on in front of the camera? Is it because when you go off of the camera, I mean, because don't nobody know what you putting in none of that stuff. Don't nobody know what you lacing. Don't nobody know what you dropping. Don't nobody know what kind of rocks or whatever is being, pushed down into all that different stuff. All we do is hear all these different lighters and stuff. But your fingers, your fingertips speak volumes. They do. Let's have a moment of silence for, some fiend rock laced, nook and cranny digging fingertips like I've never seen before on YouTube or off YouTube. But anyway, let's let her speak.
When I hear it the first time, I was like, boys, well, maybe he just saying it you understand, in a different terminology.
And that's what I just explained to y'all. See, she knows this, but this is an opportunity for her. It's an opportunity for her to get on here and rant and rave and scream and jump up and down, and then for LTG to come in and, let the clowns, where are the clowns? Bring in the clowns, the sloppy, sweaty, grocery, ain't got no groceries, hungry, croaker sack clowns.
No, there is no way.
Anyway, I don't judge people, y'all. I let them. They deserve to breathe and carry on, and if they want to ruin their lives, I let them. I do. Let her rave. Let her do something with all this rage. Because, a lot of people can't really get to these different, paraphernalias and all these different illicit drugs and different things, because of all of what's going on right now. A lot of that stuff has it cannot be transported to all these different towns like it would normally be able to. A lot of people, it's not. A lot of that stuff, I would think, is probably hard to get. And ain't no telling what all kind of favors you have to turn to get that different kind of stuff in these times and ages and days, the way that things are right now. So you have to let them do something with all that madness, with all that rage. It's rage on top of rage, and then on top of another rage. And it's just rage, rage, rage. So, they have to do something with all that built up frustration. And then if they see that there's an opportunity, or there's a slight chance, or if there's a snowball chance in hell that you might get some BLACKD, you have to let them let out that rage.
Sexuality is permissible.
Okay, Miss Old Testament. Okay.
It's a report. You lie and you say, you heard me openly admit to that shit.
No, I didn't. I said there was a comment left on my channel that you admitted to doing that. That's what I said. The comments, it may or may not be up there anymore because people can remove that stuff, but it's there. Matter of fact, you did a video on it.
Doesn't have no interest in people's fucking children.
Okay. Anyway, y'all, there she goes. Listen to her. Are you looking for a rock? Y'all, there's a crack. I got a crack in my ass. You want to smoke it? Oh my word, oh my word. Here we go, y'all. I'm gonna let her have this last little 4 minutes. Let her carry on.
I have 4 fucking children. What?
Okay. Ooh, yeah. This is not good, y'all. It's not good. See?
It was.
See how her eyes roll back in her head like that? It's a certain way that they eyes look. You know. See, they're very cunning. See, you got crooks and scammers and liars and all that stuff, and then when you throw rocks into the midst and and shake it all up, you have this great big old bag of like just fiend out, cracked out, hold crack pipe laced out insanity.
It's old enough to go. Boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it here, y'all. I really don't have to say much else. I'm gonna let y'all see. You don't need to hear what else she's saying. Just watch her. Do something with y'all lives. If you own, drugs, drugs are bad. What was that saying about don't do drugs or something? Just say no. Yeah, just say no, y'all. Just say no. That's all you have to do. It's a very simple thing. Just say no.